What's going on, you guys? AJ Tucker with AJ Self-Defense, man. Just want to talk about an important topic that involves young men.
A mere allegation can lead to cancellation. Now, by cancellation, I mean the loss of income, the loss of a platform, the loss of future opportunities.
There's so many examples of where women will lie to get out of trouble, and in turn, it ruins somebody's life.
Police officer was accused of sexually assaulting a woman he arrested for DUI, then threatening to shoot her fiancé. Well, body cam footage revealed the accuser made the entire thing up.
This is just one example, but this is not the main story I want to focus on because I do want to focus on young men.
At Yale University, the campus was rocked when a student was charged with rape there. Another female student said that this individual attacked her in her dorm room on Halloween night in 2015. The accused, Saif Khan, said that the encounter was consensual, and he was eventually acquitted in court. That didn't matter. Yale still kicked him out, expelled him. An allegation was all it took. He's in the middle of litigation now against the university, and there's more to come. That former student, Saif Khan, joins me now. Saif, we'll talk about your next lawsuit in a moment, but first, tell me how this ended up impacting your life.
Good evening, Laura. It has eviscerated my life in every way possible, from the harms that they have presented to my family and the dangers. There was a petition against me where people were saying all sorts of nasty stuff, and the viciousness, my reputation, my career, every single thing I was able to do in life has been crippled now because of this allegation that is baseless.
I mean, people watching across the country hear that you were accused of something. You said it was consensual. You were eventually acquitted of this. Why did the university decide to kick you out anyway?
They are a corporation. They are not the government. They are not beholden to due process. They don't have to care. They have to simply see what is their bottom line. And so there was a ton of campus pressure from girls feeling uncomfortably being in class with me or in the dining hall. And so they just expelled me anyway. One of the craziest arguments that Yale had said was that just because a court of law says that you're not guilty doesn't mean we think you're not guilty.
Well, I think, again, an allegation that ultimately is not proven in a court of law can still do enormous damage. Saif, you have another lawsuit you're filing?
I have multiple suits. My main one is against Yale, several administrators, including the president and the dean, and Jane Doe.
Quasi-judicial system with their own set of rules, regulations that do not follow anything having to do with the rules of state and federal judicial systems. Kangaroo courts. News Nation legal analyst Sarah Azari is here with us. Sarah, I think it's important to make this note, right? Is at one point there was so many young women who were terrified to come forward. These processes were put in place to try to encourage them to come forward. How do we find a happy medium here, or do we just say schools shouldn't have any part of this?
I think your show is called On Balance, Leland. There needs to be balance in this. And, you know, as a woman, I, of course, want women to come forward without any fear of retaliation, without a fear of being, not believed. But I do this in a court of law, and I do Title IX. I defend Title IX cases as well. And I see the absolute damage that this Me Too movement that's now become a racket has done to the process. You know, when we're in a Title IX tribunal, like you said, it's not a real court. It's made up of administrators. There's no judge or jury. jury. Evidentiary rules are limited, no cross-examination. Preponderance of evidence is the standard, not beyond a reasonable doubt. It really is set up to just kind of check the box that they allowed the accused to present his case and then find him guilty. And so, and when we look.
So young men or parents of young men, this is what is happening now. Here's the thing. I love it that they're coming out with rules to protect women. But here's the thing. The pendulum is swinging the other way. And some of these guys are just getting thrown under the bus, even if they didn't do anything. Now, the fact that this case came out to where this guy is able to countersue for defamation, because normally they protect the victims, but the fact that he's able to countersue is major. And it means they didn't find anything. But basically the school said, hey, we don't care. We still think you're guilty. And they kicked him out. That's the point that I wanted to drive home. These rules will eventually change, but it will be in like 5 to 10 years. And while that is happening, while those changes are going on, this is the reality right now. If you are a young man and you are in college and you get accused, even if you didn't do anything, your life will be changed and you will be looked upon a certain way. This kid was going to school to be a neurosurgeon, a freaking neurosurgeon. And he's just getting his name cleared after the damage has already been done. So I'm going to follow this case, man. I'll do an update on this video later on, man. That's all I got.